Good afternoon, everybody. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner, and I wanted to say we are on Front and East Street. East Street runs this way, Front Street runs this way, and look what we have just found. Our first Looking for Lincoln sign. I'm going to read you this in just a second, so stay tuned. Okay, folks, we are still on the corner of Front Street and East Street, and guess what? This is a double-sided sign. Here we go again. I will tell you more in just a second, so stay tuned. Okay, folks, we are on the corner of Main and Front Street, and guess what we have found? Another Looking for Lincoln sign. And believe it or not, this is not just one. You would guess. No, it's two of them. That's right, I'm going to read you both of these in just a second, so stay tuned. Good afternoon, everybody. It is once again Ted the Speed Learner. It is February 20th, 2012. It just happens to be my birthday, and I happen to be right in front of Mugshots Bar and Grill. And if you go down here, we are actually on the corner of Front and Center Street. You see Johnson Law Group here. And the only reason why we're showing you all this is because this is a prequel to all the things we're going to be doing in the not too distant future. This is downtown Front and Center. We are in Bloomington, Illinois, and right down there, as you can see, is Kelly's Bakery and Cafe. Now, why are we showing you all this? There's a Commerce Bank down there and a CVS way down there. But why are we showing you all this? Not for any of those businesses. No, no, no. The reason why we're here, and you should have guessed this by now, I'm sorry I didn't find this last year, but I'm here today to show you the first of 4 Looking for Lincoln signs that I'm going to find here today. Now, I also wanted to thank Ruth Cobb for showing me where these 4 signs were, and I also wanted to thank the principal of the Thomas Metcalf School because she helped me find one of the signs as well. And so I want to thank everybody, a really bunch. And if you're needing parking, parking is right down in that area over there. So if you want to find the sign, here it is. I will read this to you in just a second, so stay tuned. We are in front of the McLean County Museum of History, which happens to be located between Main and Washington Streets. And we have found this. Alright, I'm going to read this to you in just a second, so stay tuned. Okay, we are on the corner of Washington and Main Street here in Bloomington, Illinois. We're right across the street from the McLean County Museum of History, and guess what we have found? Another Looking for Lincoln sign. I will tell you about this in just a second, so stay tuned. We're still in Bloomington. We're on the corner of Monroe and Center Street, and guess what we have found? Another Looking for Lincoln sign. I will read this to you in just a second, so stay tuned. Alright, folks, we're still in Bloomington. We are on the corner of Locust and Main Street, and guess what we have found? Yes, another Looking for Lincoln sign. I'm going to read you this in just a second, so stay tuned. I'm on the corner of McLean and Jefferson, and guess what we have found? A Looking for Lincoln sign. I'll read you this in just a second, so stay tuned. Good afternoon, everybody. It's once again Ted the Speed Learner. I am on the corner of Grove and Robinson Street, as you can see right here. And if you'll just follow me, we go down this street here, and over here, and I will show you this in a future video. I'm not going to do it today because it's just a little too cold, but there is Constitution Trail right out in this area over here. You can kind of see it. Not real good, though. Anyway, there's a little railroad track here. The reason why I bring up the railroad track is because if you continue going down here, there's a concrete company over here, and there's an AB Hatchery and Garden Center over here. Okay? So, AB Hatchery and Garden Center's over here, there's a concrete company over here, and what else did we find? A Looking for Lincoln sign. And that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to videotape this, and I'm going to tell you all about this in just a second, so stay tuned. We are on Davis Street here in Bloomington, Illinois. And I wanted to show you this. This is another one of those Abraham Lincoln signs. I'm going to read this to you in just a second, so stay tuned. Good afternoon, everyone. It's once again Ted the Speed Learner, and this over here is the Thomas Metcalf School. And way down there is Dry Grove Street. And if you keep going down here on University Avenue, you're going to find yourself a parking garage, and that's where you're going to have to park. Now, what are we doing here? This is what we're looking for. Yes, the next Looking for Lincoln sign. I'm going to read this to you in just a second, so stay tuned. Good afternoon, everybody. This is the final Looking for Lincoln sign that I'm going to be finding here in Bloomington, Illinois. This is the corner of Broadway and Irving Street. And as you can see, there's some kind of a parking garage. That's actually a Marriott out there. Okay, and we are on a little subdivider here, as you can see, like this. I know that was kind of dizzying. But anyway, this is the final Looking for Lincoln sign if you're coming here to Bloomington to find all these.